How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Binance US is kicking out a bunch of cryptocurrencies, a lot of advanced trading pairs. They just announced that they are getting rid of them on their US exchange. We also have news of another big wallet app that is kicking off cryptocurrencies, some cryptocurrencies specifically, and it's causing them to dump right now. I want to talk about all this, talk about what this means for these select cryptocurrencies that are falling down more than the general market. And I still think it's better safe than sorry taking out some of your cryptos now from some of these different places. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this as soon as they come out, because this is breaking news and you only have one day to use these trading pairs before you have to do something else. So hit subscribe so you can see future videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it. So the whole crypto market is pretty much sideways for the day. But Bitcoin's up. Last 24 hours, Bitcoin's up 0.7%. Certain cryptos are down pretty significantly, though. BNB down 8%. Cardano down 7.5%. Solana down 4.4%. Polygon down 4.7%. So some cryptos that people absolutely love down pretty significantly. And I think there are a couple reasons for that. But as we can see, Bitcoin dominance is moving up, going from about 47% up to 48%. Personally, I'm very heavily invested in Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market. I'm 83% Bitcoin at this point. And part of that is because I think dominance will go up. Part of that is because there's less regulatory risk. And I've been saying that for months and months and months. I even added to Bitcoin recently because I think now is a good opportunity. So I'm not bearish on the market, don't get me wrong. But there are some things we have to be paying attention to. Right now, Robinhood announced today that they're going to delist the tokens named in the SEC lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase. They basically just don't want to have anything to do with them. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to get sued. They don't want to have to pay fines. So they're delisting Solana, Polygon, and Cardano, three of the cryptos that are down most here today. Now, I can't remember exactly if you can withdraw from Robinhood. I knew that they were going to provide that functionality soon. I don't know if they did that yet. But it could just be that some people are saying, hey, I just don't want to have to deal with this. I'm just going to sell out these cryptos. That would make sense. Robinhood has a pretty big following of smaller retail investors. So they could just be selling their bags. And that could be part of the reason why these tokens are down significantly here today. Part of it could just be due to everyone, not even the people on Robinhood, just selling their bags and going to Bitcoin. That could be part of the reason why Bitcoin's up a little bit in the last 24 hours. Now, we have some good news on Bitcoin here in a second. But before that, we got some news coming from Binance US. Binance US is removing tons of trading pairs in the next day, not the next hour like it says here. And they've also shut down their OTC trading. Adam Cochran, who covers a lot on the crypto market, says not looking good. Binance isn't exactly the kind of company to do something suddenly. Usually they try to drag out regulatory responses, so they must be feeling like there's a lot of pressure. They say here, after careful consideration, Binance US will remove select advanced trading pairs on June 8, 2023 at 9 a.m. PDT or 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. They've also decided to streamline our buy, sell, and convert offering and have paused their OTC trading portal. Your assets remain safe and secure with Binance US, and deposits and withdrawals will continue to function as normal. Now, I still think it will make sense to withdraw these cryptos, so don't get me wrong. At this point, your funds are safe and secure on Binance US, but there's no point in keeping them on there unless you're trading, in my opinion. I think it's better just safe than sorry, because your funds are safe until they're not and they're frozen. Because right now, the SEC is trying to freeze the funds at Binance US. CZ said this would only affect Binance US if granted by the court. So if the court grants this temporary restraining order to freeze Binance US assets, your assets may be frozen. Now, at this point, I still think it makes sense to pull off and just have flexibility too. If they're getting rid of all these trading pairs, I mean, there's some big cryptos on here: 1inch USDT, Aave USDT, Alice, a bunch of cryptos, 40 plus trading pairs. They also have taken off some Atom, some other BTC trading pairs too, like Atom, BCH, DOT, LRC, Mana, that kind of thing, and then some BUSD trading pairs as well. So it just makes it harder to convert between these cryptocurrencies, right? Now, I'm sure you can still withdraw after this is the case. After they take off these trading pairs, you can still withdraw to move to other wallets, but I think it's just better safe than sorry. If any of these dump or there's bad news or something like that, you just want to have access somewhere that you want to have access to your cryptos and be able to put it somewhere where you can trade quickly. So let me know your thoughts on that underneath the video. I'm not trying to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Binance or Binance US or Coinbase or Robinhood, but I would just say that these cryptos aren't exploding at this point. Like they're not worthless, right? They still have promise. This doesn't really fundamentally change what they bring to the table. It just means that people might want to sell. People might want to sell because, like with Robinhood delist tokens. So it's just easier if you have $10, $20, $50 to just sell instead of moving it to a new wallet, especially depending on fees. Also, some people just take this as negative news and they don't want to have to deal with a cryptocurrency that could have a lot of dumping, right? There's kind of a feedback loop there. So people think they will dump, so they dump and then it does dump. So I think these cryptos are going to be fine long term, most likely. Some of them maybe not so much. If, for example, if Binance blows up, right? If they get sued, they have to pay billions of dollars and they're not as dominant a player, well, BNB should be valued less at that point. If Binance gets completely destroyed like FTX, well, then BNB would be worthless. The money has to go somewhere else though, right? If people are going to sell BNB, money has to flow somewhere else, which is why I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's value has not gone down at all. If anything, it might have actually gone up a little bit. Now, there could be a case that Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and if all of crypto is having a rough time, right, then Bitcoin's value could go down. Or if the largest exchange, right, blows up, obviously Bitcoin's price would go down most likely. But compared to all the other cryptos, I think Bitcoin's value has gone up over the last couple of weeks, and that's part of the reason I invest in it, is because I don't think it has the same regulatory concerns as some of these other cryptocurrencies. Now, I'll continue to update you whether Binance US looks like they're going to have their assets frozen. I would just get your crypto out now, though. I did that yesterday. I had a couple $100 left in there, so I withdrew that. At this point, though, it's not looking great. Some BNB investors are also selling off. As you can see, it's down 8.4% today. Now, I'm not telling you that BNB is a bad value at this price. I know some people that are buying it significantly right now thinking this is overblown, this is just FUD, this is the Binance token is going to come right back up, so they're buying heavily, and maybe you want to do that. I'm personally not doing that. I don't try to quite time the market that much. I mean, if Binance token BNB continues to fall down, there's always a value you should be willing to buy something at, depending on what's happening in the market. But at this point, I'm just watching this. I'm not looking to buy any BNB right now. But some of these other tokens could be interesting. If they continue to fall and bleed against Bitcoin, there's always a time that I've wanted to get back into more alts. But we'll see if that time comes, if the values get low enough. Some news coming on the Bitcoin front. $1.2 billion of Bitcoin were taken off exchanges yesterday, which is obviously bullish, makes it harder to sell them. More people are just taking control of their own keys, which is always good as well. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you are worried about Binance or if you think they're completely fine. Let me know if you've withdrawn your crypto from Binance. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay diversified. I don't talk about stocks as much as I used to on the channel, but I am heavily invested in stocks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.